If you notice your legs feeling weaker after 60, the true culprit could be lurking in your fruit bowl. Welcome back to the Senior Health Podcast, your go-to source for insights on maintaining strength, independence, and mental sharpness as you navigate the aging journey. I'm Dr. Grant, and today we're uncovering a topic that often goes unexamined: fruit. While fruit may seem like a healthy choice, some of the most popular varieties, those promoted as light, clean, and heart-friendly, can subtly undermine your leg strength after the age of 60. They elevate inflammation, impair circulation, and can turn even a brief stroll into a strenuous exercise. Joining us once more to delve into this topic is the extraordinary Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, Japan's oldest practicing doctor. With a legacy spanning over a century, it continues to glide effortlessly, articulate with clarity, and today it remains our guide in safeguarding our mobility, one habit at a time. Thank you, Dr. Hinohara, for your continued support. Let's dive right in. What makes certain fruits particularly hazardous, especially for older adults? Thank you, Dr. Grant. Being here is truly a privilege, particularly when the conversation revolves around something as misleading as fruit. Indeed, while many fruits offer healing benefits, it's important to note that not all of them do, especially as our bodies undergo changes after the age of 60. What once empowered us may now be quietly draining our energy. Many believe that weakness is a result of aging or reduced activity, but frequently it stems from our unexamined eating habits, remaining unchanged and unquestioned. It's important to recognize that some fruits, when consumed daily, can have negative effects. They can interfere with blood circulation, harm the vessels that nourish your muscles, and over time, lead to a sensation of heaviness, stiffness, and sluggishness in your legs, even if you're still active. That truly surprises me, as fruit is typically the one thing that people don't question. We encourage patients to increase their intake, not decrease it. So, if I'm getting this right, even something as simple as fruit can turn harmful for circulation, particularly for older adults. Absolutely, and that's precisely why it's essential to voice this clearly. Before we dive in, I'd be curious to hear where you're tuning in from today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below, and don't hesitate to ask any questions you might have. Be sure to click that subscribe button and enable notifications to stay updated with the top health tips from Senior Health Tips. If you're tuning in at this moment, I want to hear that you're right here with me. Drop a 1 in the comments if this video resonates with you. Enter 0 if the answer is no. The threat isn't immediately apparent. These are fruits elegantly arranged in bowls, presented with a touch of warmth. They aren't sweets, they aren't artificial, yet they subtly sap the energy from the very limbs that propel your life ahead. I'll break down all the details, what these fruits are, how they can negatively impact your health after 60, and what alternatives you should consider for a healthier diet. However, we need to proceed with caution, as this goes beyond mere sugar. This discussion revolves around circulation, inflammation, muscle memory, and the distinction between appearing healthy and truly being healthy. This is precisely why this conversation is essential. When something appears natural and originates from the earth, many tend to believe it poses no risk. You're suggesting that the narrative deepens, particularly after the age of 60. Let's get started. Which fruit should seniors approach with caution, and what are the reasons behind it? The initial choice is grapes. With utmost consideration, I must emphasize that grapes possess a rich and captivating history. These treats are delightful, meaningful, and frequently regarded as a wholesome snack option. However, after the age of 60, grapes can subtly undermine leg health. Let me explain. Grapes are packed with fructose, not glucose, and they don't offer fiber-rich, complex carbohydrates. Fructose. Fructose has a unique impact on the body. Unlike other sugars, it doesn't enter your bloodstream. Instead, it heads directly to your liver. In aging bodies, where liver efficiency has diminished, this poses a significant challenge. Fructose can be too much for the liver to handle. It elevates uric acid levels. Uric acid disrupts nitric oxide, the essential compound that enables your blood vessels to relax and expand. Without it, circulation tightens. When circulation narrows, blood flow to your legs becomes less efficient. This results in reduced oxygen levels, diminished nutrient delivery, and a slowdown in muscle repair. As time passes, it resembles nurturing a garden with a restricted flow of water. The legs remain resilient. They simply cease to flourish. That's truly remarkable. Many individuals may not fully understand that the problem extends beyond mere blood sugar spikes. The impact of fructose on blood flow. Many patients have expressed that their legs feel heavy or sluggish, despite their lab results appearing normal. Are you suggesting that grapes could be a factor in that underlying issue? Precisely. To make matters even more concerning, grapes are frequently consumed by the handful. They leave you wanting more. They fail to activate the hormones that signal fullness. As a result, consumption increases. Older adults aiming for light snacking may find themselves finishing a bowl of grapes in a single day, often unaware that they are putting their vascular system under strain. In traditional Japanese medicine, food is not categorized as simply good or bad. We examine its behavior within the body. Grapes, while organic, act as fuel-lacking guidance, delightful, quick, and unpredictable. That's not what aging legs require. That completely resonates. Honestly, this is the first time I've encountered such an explanation of grapes. While many focus on sugar spikes, what about the impact on vascular health? This is a revolutionary shift. I appreciate your perspective that grapes aren't toxic, but rather that our body's ability to process them evolves as we age. Let's continue onward. What is the second fruit that could be detrimental to seniors, particularly for those facing challenges with circulation or leg strength? The upcoming one is absolutely wild. This catches people off guard. Bananas are often viewed as gentle and even medicinal across various cultures. Indeed, they are a source of potassium, which plays a crucial role in supporting muscle function. However, there is a catch to consider. Bananas are packed with simple carbohydrates, and for seniors over 60 who often experience insulin resistance, they may not be the best choice. Allow me to clarify. Responses can vary significantly from person to person. Here's what the data reveals. A study published in the journal Nutrients in 2016 revealed that older adults with impaired glucose tolerance experience significant post-meal blood sugar fluctuations even after consuming medium glycemic fruits such as bananas. These spikes result in microvascular stress. The delicate blood vessels in the legs and feet bear the brunt initially. Consider the fact that numerous older adults incorporate bananas into their light meals, pairing them with toast or enjoying them as a quick breakfast. This results in a high-carb, low-protein, low-fat mix that lacks any metabolic support. Blood sugar spikes quickly, insulin responds, and then energy plummets. What remains is inflammation, and inflammation diminishes strength. That's a challenging message for many to digest, especially since bananas are so ubiquitous. However, it clarifies quite a bit. The crash that happened late in the morning, the sensation of weighted legs following breakfast. Once more, it's important to clarify that bananas aren't harmful. However, they may not suit everyone, particularly in the absence of protein or fiber to help moderate the pace. Precisely. In conventional settings, it's uncommon to enjoy bananas on their own. They may be incorporated in moderation, frequently alongside fermented dairy or nuts, a component to stabilize the sugar and delay its entry into the bloodstream. However, I notice numerous older patients quickly snatching a banana and coffee, hurrying out the door, and questioning why they feel unsteady by 11 a.m. It's more than simply getting older. That's physiology pushed to its limits. It's crucial to emphasize that we're not encouraging anyone to fear food. We're guiding them to grasp the bigger picture. The impact of the same fruit can vary significantly, either bolstering the body or causing stress, influenced by factors such as age, timing, and accompanying foods. Let's continue, doctor. Which other fruit appears harmless but could potentially disrupt leg strength and hinder muscle recovery in older adults? Pineapple. Once again, this catches people off guard, as pineapple is rich in bromelain, an enzyme celebrated for its anti-inflammatory properties. We need to examine the entire fruit, not merely the headlines. Pineapple boasts a remarkable concentration of fructose and acidic compounds, and for those over 60, these acids, when paired with sugar, can activate a response that often goes unnoticed: minor swelling. Let's break it down for you. With the passage of time, the endothelial lining of our blood vessels tends to grow increasingly delicate. Excessive sugar intake, particularly fructose, can lead to inflammation. Simultaneously, the acidity found in fruits such as pineapple can irritate the gut lining in those with sensitivities, hindering nutrient absorption. When those two stresses come together, the body starts to retain fluid, particularly in the legs. This goes beyond mere appearance. The presence of that fluid hinders oxygen transport to the muscles, resulting in a delayed recovery following walking or exercise. I can definitely say I've witnessed that. Many seniors report experiencing puffy or tight legs by the afternoon, despite staying hydrated and elevating their feet. Many overlook the possibility that fruit might be a contributing factor, particularly when it comes to something that exudes such a fresh, tropical vibe. Absolutely. A study from 2019 published in Clinical Interventions in Aging revealed that even mild fluid retention in the lower limbs, which is common among older adults, is linked to decreased walking speed, longer chair rise times, and an increased risk of falls. What drives that retention? In many cases, inflammation is fueled by dietary choices. Pineapple, while beneficial, can pose challenges for some seniors, particularly when consumed in large amounts or on an empty stomach. That's why I always emphasize the importance of paying attention to your body. Some individuals might handle pineapple without any issues. One might experience a sensation of heaviness in their legs. In just a matter of hours, a universal rule remains elusive. However, if you experience swelling, tightness, or muscle fatigue after consuming specific fruits, take note. The body communicates softly. It's essential that we cultivate the skill of listening. The final segment truly strikes a chord with me. The body communicates in whispers. We often condition ourselves to ignore discomfort, to power through fatigue, or to dismiss swelling as merely a consequence of aging. What you're conveying is that these subtle signals hold significant importance. At times, they serve as our sole alert. Let's continue to uncover the layers. Which fruit should seniors reconsider if they aim to maintain their leg strength and energy levels? Juicy and refreshing, watermelon is the ultimate summer delight. This presents quite a challenge. It exudes an undeniable purity. It's primarily composed of water. Delightfully sweet, refreshingly crisp, and effortlessly chewable. Yet, hidden within that simplicity lies a metabolic trap, particularly for muscles as they age. Watermelon boasts a notably high glycemic index. This results in swift absorption, leading to a quick spike in blood glucose levels, which is soon followed by a rapid decline. For seniors with existing glucose regulation issues, this can lead to further instability. However, it's worth noting that watermelon is low in fiber and protein, and contains nearly no fat. This combination fails to promote feelings of fullness or aid in muscle recovery. Here's the crucial point that often goes overlooked. Legs require more than just sugar for mobility. Stability is essential for them. Consistent blood circulation, reliable energy, and essential nutrients that repair micro tears in the muscles. Watermelon provides none of those benefits. It provides hydration, but only for a short while. Consuming it in large quantities can lead to a dilution of vital electrolytes, such as magnesium and potassium. This consequently results in cramping. I can say with certainty that I've encountered that before. Individuals consuming fruit throughout the day during the summer may experience restless legs or nighttime cramps. They provide hydration, yet lack nourishment. No one suspects that the fruit might be the cause. Absolutely, and I consistently make it a point to remind them. Hydration alone lacks the essential mineral support it needs to be truly effective. It's akin to drenching a barren field with water. The legs might initially feel cool, yet beneath the surface, the tissue is lacking the necessary fuel. Research published in the Journal of Nutrition, Health and Aging reveals that muscle cramping in older adults is frequently linked not only to dehydration, but also to a deficiency in micronutrient density, particularly in diets rich in watery fruits and lacking in essential minerals. Once more, let's clarify. Watermelon is not the enemy. However, it needs to be well balanced. When you indulge in it, complement it with something hearty. A perfectly boiled egg, a warm bowl of miso soup, and a sprinkle of sesame seeds. The body thrives in balance, not extremes. It requires anchors. This experience has truly been enlightening, Doctor. I'm thrilled that we're steering clear of fear-mongering. We're empowering individuals to connect with their body's true needs, moving beyond the influence of marketing and habitual beliefs about health. Let's continue onward. Which fruit should we approach with caution as the fifth option? Dried fruit, particularly raisins, dates, and dried mango, are delightful options. These are potent sugar-packed treats, typically consumed in small handfuls, delivering the glucose equivalent of complete meals. This poses a significant risk for aging bodies. As fruit undergoes the drying process, it loses water and volume, yet the sugar remains intact. A quarter cup of raisins contains more sugar than an entire can of soda. Older adults facing challenges with insulin sensitivity, delicate capillary walls, or prediabetes are particularly at risk. The spikes inflict harm on the endothelium, the delicate inner lining of blood vessels, restricting the flow of essential nutrients to your lower limbs. To make matters worse, dried fruit frequently masquerades as a healthy snack option. Scattered pieces, some here, some there. However, the blood sugar is unaware of the fiber or water present in the original fruit. It only encounters the concentrated sugars. The sudden surge, immediately followed by a downturn, leads to exhaustion. In the legs, that fatigue manifests as instability. That clarifies everything. Many of my patients opt for natural energy bars or trail mixes, believing they are making a healthier choice, yet they still find themselves drained by early afternoon. They failed to link that to the dried fruit. Absolutely, sir. The body treats sugar the same, whether it originates from nature or is produced in a factory. It responds in the same manner. After reaching 60, it's time to shift away from a teenage diet. Dried fruit isn't the villain here. For many, it simply doesn't fit the bill. Rapid, packed, and all too simple to indulge in excess. That line truly resonated with me. The body is indifferent to whether sugar originates from nature or is produced in a factory. This is an essential wake-up call, particularly for older adults who depend on snacks to maintain their energy levels. So, doctor, what's the next step? Which 6 fruits should seniors reconsider before indulging? Refreshing fruit juice. Absolutely, I'm counting orange juice in this discussion, even if it's freshly squeezed, because the issue lies beyond the source. It's all about the form. Juice removes the fiber, resulting in pure liquid sugar. It swiftly permeates the bloodstream. When that occurs, your insulin levels surge, leading to discomfort in your legs. Research from Harvard and Tufts University has established a connection between fruit juice consumption and a heightened risk of type 2 diabetes in older adults, even with moderate intake. The risk extends beyond just glucose levels. The focus is on vascular damage. Where does that damage first reveal itself? On the outskirts, the legs, the feet, the toes. Another issue has come to our attention. Individuals often reach for juice when fatigue sets in. They believe it will boost their energy levels. However, it merely elevates insulin levels, only to see them plummet afterward. As time goes on, that roller coaster experience conditions the body to anticipate both peaks and valleys, leading to a decline in resilience, particularly in the muscles of the lower limbs. Absolutely. The juice has a light texture, yet it acts like a syrup. Once more, there are no questions raised, simply because it's fruit. However, for seniors in particular, that sudden surge can be quite harsh. Indeed, in Japanese culture, consuming fruit as a beverage is quite rare. We savor it, gradually, at the right time, in bite-sized morsels. Digestion goes beyond mere chemistry. It's all about the rhythm. The juice moves at lightning speed. For powerful legs, maintaining stable blood is essential. Juice takes a different approach. We've explored a wealth of information already. What I value the most is how everything ties back to blood circulation, muscle strength, and overall stability. It's not about fear, it's about being aware. Doctor, could you share the final fruit on your list? Seniors should pay special attention to this 7th point if they want to maintain strong legs. The last item, akshadin, is fruit in a can. From peaches in syrup to fruit cocktail and pineapple swimming in juice, this is the place where nutrition takes a back seat. Canned fruit may begin as a natural option, but the process removes essential enzymes, adds preservatives, and immerses the fruit in concentrated sugars that can quickly burden aging blood vessels. Canned fruit frequently includes high fructose corn syrup or fruit juice concentrate, both of which are incredibly appealing, leading to excessive consumption. The texture is gentle, making it suitable for seniors, yet the effect on blood glucose is pronounced. For individuals already facing challenges with poor circulation or varicose veins, this can hasten the deterioration. A study featured in the Journal of Gerontology revealed a connection between a high consumption of processed fruit products and a decrease in walking speed, along with elevated levels of C-reactive protein, which indicates systemic inflammation. That's not what we're aiming for with the legs. Once more, Individuals perceive it as a soothing, easy-to-eat comfort dish, particularly in care facilities or kitchens catering to seniors. However, it's delivering results that are completely contrary to its promises. Precisely. To maintain strength after 60, it's essential to consume fruit mindfully, whole, fresh, and paired with grounding elements. Avoid options drenched in syrup or altered by industrial processes. True strength is forged, not found in sweetness. It originates from harmony. This discussion serves as an important reminder, and I encourage everyone tuning in to really absorb the message, as we're not suggesting that fruit is harmful. Your body changes after 60. Your body has unique needs and vulnerabilities. Some habits that once seemed harmless or even beneficial might now be hindering your progress, causing inflammation in your tissues, or weakening the muscles essential for your freedom and independence. What I admire most about your approach, Dr. Hinohara, is that you never let fear take the lead. You provide insight, you offer explanations, and you empower individuals to regain their autonomy. Attention, everyone! There's no need to eliminate all fruit from your diet. Listen to your body. Notice how you feel after eating. Observe your energy levels, and be mindful of your balance and recovery. These are the indicators. For the seniors who might be feeling a bit overwhelmed or taken aback by these revelations, what words of wisdom would you share with them? The choices you make today shape the power you wield tomorrow. And with that, esteemed audience, we conclude this episode. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe for more. Until next time.